I love it when inspiration strikes when I am playing this game. Welcome back, everyone, to Satisfactory. My name is Nick. Welcome to the channel. I do hope that you will enjoy your stay as I have a little sippy sip. We're up here on the 4th floor of the iron factory, and I was talking about this in the last episode. Fixed up this conveyor. I don't know why I'm emphasizing the word like that. But I was trying to fix the conveyors for the batteries and make them a little bit cleaner. And now you see that they've got nice, clean corners in them. Everything is nice and clean because what I have to do, I talked about this, is get up there in the ceiling. And I got to fix it up. So I'll show you guys what I did. Basically, you get up here on top of a platform like this. And now this, what would happen here, and I can actually kind of show you with this, splitter right here. You see how the belt comes up. So what we need to do is we need to take that one out, and we need to put a 1 foundation in there. And then the conveyor belt is nice and perfectly flat. So I was kind of just getting up here, and I rearranged all the different conveyors and all that stuff, and I was like, oh man, like now I'm done. I got to get down. Got to take down all these. Got to take down all of these things. And I had a whole bunch of these like foundation ones across the ceiling. But then look at what happens when you do this over the top of the ceiling. It covers up all of the conveyor spaghetti that's in the ceiling. So what I'm going to do is we're basically going to kind of add like, it's basically going to be like a drop ceiling. Now, does this make it somewhat more frustrating to kind of try to deal with some things in terms of the building? Yeah, because if I need to fix or reroute conveyors, it's also going to hide all the power nodes and stuff that are in the ceiling. And then when I want to add lighting in here, like adding lighting in here is going to be like the final touch, I'll be able to do it easy peasy. Like I will not have a problem doing it like whatsoever because the only thing that's going to go on these things is the lights. Now, unfortunately, some buildings, like the manufacturer, is kind of the exact height that I'm going for here. But if I'm honest, I don't really care that the top of the manufacturer is going to get cut off because this is going to make this room look so much cleaner with all of these foundations in place. Like, even if I don't put lighting in here, or even like there's a million different things I could do, this is going to look so much better. So I kind of want to like do a template of a floor and then just kind of see what it looks like. I'm not even going to lie. How much better does that look? That just looks amazing. Amazing. Now, I wanted to do it with the caveat that we hide things appropriately. So I wanted to add conveyor holes to come down through the ceiling here. So basically there's a conveyor hole coming into a conveyor hole in some of these places. Others, I kind of had to mess up how clean everything had looked up above before. Just in order to be able to get the ceiling in here, but it's okay because you're not going to see it now. You're going to see it because it's all hidden up behind there. I mean, you can still see power cords going through it, which is what it is. I mean, there's not much I can do about that. I've got to power them from somewhere, honestly. But what I could also do, like really, if I wanted to, is move the power nodes up above here. Like put power nodes right above every single spot where these need to plug in. That would kind of get to be a bit tedious, I know, but I really think that that could be a really beneficial kind of thing. So I might do that. I don't know. And then the good thing is when I want to do lights in here, there's nothing in the way. Everything is just going to be the lights. There won't be also power nodes and also all these other different things, conveyor belts and everything all over the place. It'll actually just look good with just the lights just in here like this. I mean, yeah, there'll be areas where they conflict with these. Like, that's definitely going to still happen. But, I mean, for the most part, I'm kind of really proud of this. I love it. Like I said, I love it when just kind of inspiration strikes me and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, this is the best idea ever. The ceiling, you know, it kind of is low right here to get down the stairwell, but I can still fit down here, so I'm not going to really worry about it. I think it's fine. I was playing around with using some ramps and different things. I mean, I could still do that, but the problem is there's no inverted ramp corners or anything. Wait, or are there? Or are there? You know what? Now that I say it, I don't know if there actually are. Foundations. There are inverted ramp corners. Okay. Why did I not remember this? Why don't I not have tickets? Give me tickets. Give. Okay. And then... I mean, I may as well just buy that one too, right? I want to save up and get like some of these like statues and stuff, stick these like decoratively in different places. I need 1,000 for the golden nut. But for now, we're just going to buy those. I totally forgot those were even a thing. Okay, let's go see if we can't make those work here. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. It definitely looks like a little bit better. To just have that coming up a little bit, you know, as we're going up the stairs, like it's at least kind of contouring a little bit. Why am I emphasizing words so weird today? I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, I like the way that contours up into the ceiling there. This we have to kind of just leave open. There's nothing we can do about that, so I just wrapped some walls around the inside. We've also moved our stairs. I obviously haven't done some painting and stuff like that yet. We still need windows. I'm still working on doing some new layout stuff and everything in here. But I mean, if you're going to have a lot of this kind of stuff changing completely, if I'm going to put those drop ceilings in here, like every floor, then a lot of this is going to change anyway, so I'm really not all that concerned about it right now. I'd rather kind of just go floor by floor, get some stuff buttoned up, get some stuff done, and add some more infrastructure and whatnot in here. Well, this isn't good. This has been my existence of late ever since I got all the drones fired up. These batteries are very quickly, well, not super quickly depleting. Unfortunately, taking offline those fuel generators and putting Power Station Charlie online is just not enough power to run those drone platforms. They are just monsters. You can see my max consumption is 8,500. I mean, I'm still just running at such a huge deficit. If this ever went offline, it would be over. I'd never get the power system back online again. But we've got some stuff to discuss. We've got some stuff to show up top because I basically have just kind of been tinkering because I'm trying to make things look better. I'm trying to kind of improve stuff. So earlier in the clip, I found out, you know, I was like, hey, in trying to fix these belts and make them look cleaner, I came up with that idea of a drop ceiling, which I have since started implementing all throughout the very naked looking iron building that is hanging out up there as one of my drones still circles overhead. But yeah, you'll notice all of the walls are gone, and that's because I am completely, and I mean completely, redesigning this iron building. Let's get up top and let me show you what I mean here. So the first thing that is different up here is we're now spitting out whoop, right here in front of the platform. And we've got this nice little sign here to the train platform down below, because I'm kind of trying to start cleaning everything up. I want to start cleaning up all of the different design elements up here, finalize the way some of these buildings look, and make them look better. But, you know, that is just taking time, unfortunately, because there's a lot of walls and stuff to remove. Again, you'll notice this whole kind of naked skeleton here of the iron building. You'll see some floors have the drop ceiling thing in place. Some do not. If they still have lights, they don't have a drop ceiling in place. But, you know, we can kind of take a sneak peek under here and you can see, like, just the utter and complete chaos that lives under here. This is underneath the first floor of the factory, which oh god, I always get stuck in here too. It never fails. But I kind of did some redesigning in here. This looks so much nicer. It looks so much cleaner like this. It's ridiculous. But I had to redesign some stuff in here, but this now looks infinitely better. Like, I can, like, stick a screenshot in here, or maybe stick a little clip or something in here from the world before I changed this. Like, this was all just super janktastic. You have these things running all over everywhere, but now including the drop ceiling, it allows us to clean the way that these things look up. Does it look that clean up above the drop ceiling? We won't talk about that right now. We can maybe sneak a little peeky peek here. I mean, it's a mess. It's an absolute frightful mess up there, but that's the whole point, is it's hidden away. You'll never actually see it. And I love how clean this is now. They're all just these little things all just popping down into their individual containers. We come over here. We've got the same thing rocking and rolling back here. All of these things coming down here. I changed the signs so they don't have that border, so now the image is just a little bit bigger on there. And we've also added in infrastructure here because we're now processing black powder and obelisk charges in this building as well. So yeah, I've been basically, I wanted to get the new refinery building online. I'm going to show you guys that. Don't peek out the window there at it. You might see it. I'll show you guys that at the end of the video, but that's going to need its own like whole video all unto itself because it is a massive, massive project. I had to rip every single one of these out of here because when I changed the floor, these are all ramp 1s now. I changed the floor and then none of these were touching the floor. So I was like, wah. Yeah, we fixed all that though. That is all completely better. This now slopes down much more gently. You can see that this is kind of open right here. There used to be all these platforms right here. But since I kind of wanted to lower everything down to make it even with where the manufacturer... Oh, don't look over there. You're not supposed to see that yet. Where the manufacturing plant is going to be, just kind of been changing things ever slowly but surely. We did have to redo the stairs. And I don't like that they dump out over here. I really, really don't. But I love how good that they look. I really love how good they look. Some floors, yeah, doing the drop ceilings is going to be a nightmare in floors like this. But I added more infrastructure in here. This is now creating iron ingots, which are getting shipped over to our aluminum factory. And I added this cool little walkway over here, so you can just kind of walk up over here. And then down over into the area over here where we're processing our iron bars. You can see I added like a couple pieces in here. Like, this is just how much of this stuff you have to add in here. There are four different vertical chutes coming down, bringing stuff down. It's ridiculous. Just why I decided I had to do this thing, I don't know. But we could head upstairs further, and again, in the screw floor here where we're doing the screws. The good thing is all this conveyor around the top of the ceiling, that's all going to be hidden. We won't have to worry about any of that anymore. That's going to be really, really nice. Upstairs here, nothing up here. There's just a ton of these all going downstairs from processes further in the building. Up here is where we've seen our biggest changes yet. We now have sulfur and coal. I'll show you guys that in just a moment here. Sulfur and coal coming down here because we have them making compacted coal. So literally, I have done a ton of playing in the last, I don't know, however long it's been since I recorded the last clips, which was several days ago. Virtually all of my playtime has been dedicated to scouring, and I mean scouring, this entire area, looking for hard drives to find alternate recipes because I want to bring turbo fuel generators online. Turbo fuel is just more efficient than normal fuel. When I create the refinery building, I want the heavy oil residue to be converted into turbo fuel. But in order to do that, you need to combine it with compacted coal, which is being produced right over here. So we have two assemblers making this. They are double overclocked as well. So we've got all this taken care of. And then we've got even more of the sulfur and coal coming over here into this guy, making black powder so we can make our obelisk ammo in this guy here. And that all, of course, is making its way downstairs. So, yeah, I'm just absolutely loving all of that kind of stuff. And we get up here and... so there's no floor. There's no floor over half of the iron structure yet. And I know I could have built all this stuff and then brought you guys back and been like, oh, look at all that I did. But I like showing you guys the work in progress kind of stuff because this is the way that the world looks. Like, look at this absolute chaos under here. Like, but I can have my spaghetti and eat it too, technically. Now, one of the things that I kind of am frustrated about is this here. This is Catwalk. And basically, I had concrete foundation up here. The closest thing to concrete foundation is this grip foundation, which is this stuff here. And you can kind of look and you can kind of compare the two. Now, they're close, but the Catwalk is much more weathered looking than this is. This is a lot cleaner, and it just doesn't fit the aesthetic in here. Because I wanted to add, I know I've talked about this, I wanted to add this kind of walkway around the outer edge here. Because A, it was going to give me the ability to walk around the drone ports since I built them kind of right up against the railings, and it cut off a lot of the top of the building access. So I wanted to be able to access those. Plus, I wanted where these things come up here to get a little bit of an upgrade. So now they don't just end in the middle of nowhere. Now they're supporting this walkway that goes all the way around. But having this bordering on the concrete, it didn't look right. So I'm in the process of replacing the entire floor up here with these catwalk bits. And now, like, you just get to see stuff like this, like with, yeah, the floor holes and all that stuff are just like floating in space and everything. I never connected all the battery terminals to all these other drone ports. So I had all these drones lifting off and doing stuff over here, but not actually being able to do anything. You can also see I've been doing some organizational stuff up here. Coal receiving port. We've got these signs everywhere. So that way I know what these are for. This is where our sulfur and our coal are coming in, and they are traveling to drone ports way out there in the distance. There's now a drone port out there, right at the train station, and right where the sulfur train station is, there's also a drone port. So we're now overclocking those even more and bringing up more and more of these raw materials up here. This way we can bring these right in here, make the compacted coal, which is right over here, which is going to eventually be shipped over to our new refinery building, which is a giant work in progress. No, that ramp will not stay there. I do want to show you guys that before we wrap out the video, but yeah, it's not anywhere near done. I've got the refineries in place, but nothing's hooked up in there just yet. But yeah, we've also added in these drone ports over here. This one is question mark. This one does nothing right now. And this is basically steel ingot overflow. So when these steel ingots come in, they filter downstairs. They feed all the steel creation processes here. And then whatever steel ingots are still left flowing through the system, they come over here and they flow here. And then they're flying out to the aluminum factory that's way out there. So now there's like so much drone traffic like over this area. How many drone ports do I have right now? I forget. It's like 24 now or something like that. Here's a frustration I have. Why can I not scroll down in this list? It just says, here's a bunch of ports, and then it says plus 11 other ports, but you can't actually like look through them. You can't actually go through an entire list of them. But I've kind of tried to qualify them, A, based on their location, and B, based on what they do. So we have aluminum receiving ports, aluminum shipping ports. Those are all obviously out at the aluminum structure. We have desert shipping ports, so these are just down in the desert, the coal and sulfur I told you guys about. The copper crete ports, this is the copper building that's across the pond there. The train platform, these are for batteries down on the train platform. And then I think we have the rest of this stuff is listed as like iron. Yeah, iron factory right here. So we've got a bunch of shipping, a bunch of receiving. We've got a bunch of stuff coming in and out of this building here. So I'm absolutely loving it. This is what I've really, really wanted all this time, was lots and lots of drone traffic. And I was concerned, at least a little bit, about batteries. But, I mean, even this guy is only using 2 batteries a minute. And where's, like, the steel port? Where's this guy? Yeah, we're only using 2 batteries a minute for the steel ingots, and that's if that thing is running all the time. We're producing 60 batteries a minute down on the train platform. I was really worried that we were going to run out of them. Not even close. We're not even close to running out of them yet. Seriously, I just setting up to record this clip and finish out this video. The stupid trains have collided again. Oh God, I can't even. Where did they collide? Right outside of the stations here. I got some great helpful comments in some of the videos when I was talking about trains, about what the train signals actually mean and how to actually use them. It doesn't mean like red stop, green go. The colors denote blocks. So having that knowledge, next episode, hopefully, we're going to be able to kind of sort out what all those train signals do. But speaking of just fun things, the hub is not here. Now, here's what I think. This is approximately like right around here, if you remember, way early in this game. This is where the hub was. It was like right here on the shore of the thing here. And I think there's a bug in the game where it just puts like a toggle here for this Productive Packer Deluxe, because this is like the little Tetris-y type game that you could play in the hub up there. Yeah, I feel like that's stuck on that. But at any rate, we're going to wrap out today's video here with a lot of upgrades to show you guys for the iron factory. I have, as you can now see, well, we've got a sign out front here. We've got some lighting out front here. I love this. I think it's beautiful. But we have now completely finished doing all of the walls on the exterior, all of them with the diagonal walls instead. I think this is phenomenal. I love the way it works in here with the vertical lines from these paths here. And we can swing around the back of the building. Like literally, I did this entire design the whole way down the front face of the building all the way up. I think it just looks like if you just kind of, whoa boy, if you just kind of take it in here, it looks phenomenal. Come on, I was going to say, what in the world is going on here? Come on, get back up there. Okay. And even around here on the back side of the building, we've got everything done over here. I have also finished work on the Caterium building, or at least most of the Caterium building. There's probably still a few more processes. Just like the iron building, there's still some things that I got left to finish inside of it. So, fun fact, I completely ripped this floor out, put that catwalk floor in, and then took the catwalk floor out because I hated it, because it was way too busy. It has these little cross patterns on every square. So literally imagine if there was a bunch of these literally all over the place. So I ripped that out and I put this grip foundation in here. It's close to the catwalk. It's at least got the same kind of, you know, riveted steel kind of look. It's not riveted, but you know what I mean. Steel plate kind of look. I really like that. I think that's fine. So I'm going to stick with that. And I just noticed this looks like it's hovering. Am I seeing things, or does that look like it's hovering? No, that's just the way it looks. Okay. But yeah, we added that grip foundation in here. Nothing else has really changed up on the top up here, except for I finished doing painting work and things like that. Ow. I really, like, I am loving all of the upgrades to the Iron Factory building. I think it looks wonderful. And, you know, we'll check it out from over on this side as well. You'll also see I have massively expanded the concrete platform out here. For what? Who knows? We'll figure out something. Something else is going to go up here for sure. And then the Caterium building, you can also see there is a roof on the Caterium building. And we've also got some drone platforms up. Okay, so I haven't finished parts of it. This, I'm pretty sure we're just going to do a drop. We're just going to do a flat wall here. Instead of trying to taper this to the landscape here, I'm pretty sure we're just going to do a flat wall. But yeah, we have 2 drone platforms out here. And I figured, like, I kind of wanted, like, I remember talking about it with the manufacturing plant, although that clip may have gotten cut. I talked about it with the manufacturing plant where I wanted to have drone platforms kind of sticking on the outside of the building, mounted up by these, you know, little supports here. And then they would feed into the building, into the processes inside of the building. And that's what we have. We have raw Caterium coming in here. And this eventually will be plastic. So you can create Caterium circuit boards. It's an alt recipe that I picked up. So I'm going to just produce my own circuit boards here instead of producing circuit boards over there and then bringing the circuit boards over here. I'll produce my circuit boards in-house for the high-speed connectors that are being created by that manufacturer in there. I mean, obviously, I'm still going to be making circuit boards over there as well, but yeah, the Caterium building, I mean, so the roof of the Caterium building, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not 100% married to it, but if I try to extend it any further, the problem is it's going to hit this building, and I don't want it to hit that building. Although it could, there's nothing really wrong with that. If I tapered the roof, like, I mean, I guess it would just kind of keep sloping down inward. I don't know. You guys have to let me know what you think, what I should do with the roof of the Caterium building. I kind of like it. I just, you know, I don't want it to be too much. But yeah, even looking at it from this profile, I think it needs a little bit more over on the side there. I wonder if the drone platforms will actually let me build the roofs out there, though. I don't know. We'll play with that during the next episode or whatever. I've got trains I've got to fix, and I've got this massive refinery project to get done. I just want to show you, because I'm super proud of, like, the pattern on this building. I really love that. Those are 8-meter ramp walls. So I'm just going to show you a final shot of the front of the building as we say goodbye. And this is all you get to see of the building for now. There's still so much work that has to go into this. So next episode, you're going to get a full breakdown of everything that's going into this structure. But I'm super proud of the front facade design of this. The color is going to change, though. It's not going to be black. But I love this. I think this looks so, so good. And this is going to be the biggest building to date up on top of the waterfall here. Thank you so much for watching. I love your beautiful faces. Thank you so much. Like, all of a sudden my views, like some of my videos for Satisfactory have just like gotten way more views than I'm used to. So thank you so much. I owe it all to you for liking, subscribing, and commenting on the videos. It really does help me. That's why those new videos have gotten so much more visibility. So I really do appreciate you taking the time to just show me a little bit of love. I really hope you're enjoying this series so far. I love it more with every single episode. As I get better at doing the different things in this game, I just love it more and more. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Satisfactory.